What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Gabriella and this is Makeup Adventures with Gabby. That's me. Today we're going to be doing a video of I'm going to show you guys how to put eyeshadow on. It's going to be fun. And I'm also going to be showing you guys how to do eyeliner with liquid eyeliner. And honestly, the best advice I can give to that starting out is to practice as much as you can. So it's going to be a quick video. I'm not going to show how I do the rest of my face, really just going to focus on the eyeshadow and the eyeliner. I'm going to talk and then we're going to speed through the video until the end where I show how to do the lower lash line, and then we're going to get the final look. So I have about 30 minutes to film this video. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. My freaking lighting changed again. My lighting is always changing. Anyway, so I have set my eyes with, well, I have primed my eyes with concealer. You guys have seen this in my videos before, I think. I'm pretty sure. I always, sorry my voice is like this. I literally woke up like, maybe like 40 minutes ago. And that's why I also still look sleepy. And I woke up with like 2 rashes on my legs too, which I don't know what they are. It's really scary, so I might die. Anyways, you guys know that I always prime my eyes with concealer. You can buy like a primer for eyeshadow, but I've never really tried one. And from the reviews, it's like that I've seen, it's not like, doesn't make that much of a difference, and I'm okay with this. So this works for me. And you have to make sure that you always set your eyeshadow, your primer before you put eyeshadow on. So I normally use my translucent powder, set the concealer so it's easier to blend, or you can take a shade from the eyeshadow palette that you're going to be using and do it with that. So if I would have set it with this eyeshadow palette, I would have used the shade Weekender, which is this one. It's just like a normal transition shade. So talking about what I'm gonna do today, I'm still like indecisive because I'm gonna be wearing a sweater, great sweater. I think I'm gonna do, I really like what I did last week, so I think I'm gonna do that. I haven't used this one in a while, so I'm using the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. I actually did my first video ever with this palette. Like the first YouTube video that I ever did was with this palette. So it looks like this from the inside, and this is what we're gonna use. I'm really excited. I really love this. So I actually already did this look once. I did it last Saturday, and I really liked how it turned out. So my brushes where they belong. So I'm gonna take a big fluffy blending brush like this, and we're gonna get straight into it, guys. Like, we're just going for it. And I'm gonna take this shade Still Shot, which is this one over here, and that's gonna be my transition shade. And by transition shade, it means that's gonna be all over my crease. So I just used the mirror. So when you do this, you want to start with like a, well, depending on what look you want to do, you want to start with a shade that's the closest to your skin tone. But this one's like obviously more peachy and orange than my skin tone. And you want to place it, and eyeshadow really depends on the shape of your eye as well. I have hooded eyes, not very hooded eyes, but they're hooded eyes. So I always have to make sure to focus the light side on the parts where I want it to look like I have, like I don't want it to look deep, you know, like especially my crease right here. So where my eye bends, I don't want it to be dark because it's already very deep. So the lighter you go, the more open your eyes are gonna look. The darker you go, your eyes are just gonna look like deeper. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. I should probably do this video when I've had like breakfast and coffee, but I haven't done any. So here we are. Alright, so now I'm gonna do the other eye. And when you're starting, you want to start with a little bit, like you don't need a lot on your brush, and you do circle motions. So you're circling in, and then you do wiper motion. You don't want to have any harsh lines. So for example, for me, I like to focus my pale shade, and I call it pale shade, but it could be any shade, more on the inside of my upper lid, so right here. And I bring it out still here, but I'm gonna focus the darker shade there because that's where like my eyes go down, and I want them to kind of look like they're going up. And I'm actually just going to use a few shades for this look. I didn't use a lot. I used this shade, which is the transition shade. And then now I'm going to take the shade Punk with a smaller blending brush. I'm going to use this one. My brushes are super dirty. I need to do a deep clean of my brushes like soon. Anyway, so I'm using this smaller blending brush. It's a little bit more precise. I'm taking that shade Punk and I'm really going to focus it on my lower lash line here. I'm going to bring it upwards to my brow bone. I'm kind of making like a V shape with it. So I'm going like this, and then I'm going upwards, and then I'm making a V. And before I add more intensity, I'm going to go with the blending brush that we used and for the first shade, and I'm going to blend the shades together. This is going to prevent, Jesus, I can't speak right now. This is going to prevent from having harsh lines. Sometimes it's harder to blend once you have like the darkness you want. And I'm just going to bring it a little bit into my crease, or sorry, my inner corner, just to blend everything together. Like, it's not to add any darkness, it's really just so it all seems like uniform. I add a little bit more. I want it a little bit more intense. Okay, now I'm going to do the other side, same thing. And with eyeshadow, it's really like important to just kind of play around and see what works for you, and then at some point you're gonna find like what really works for your eye shape. This is pretty standard too, like what I'm doing. A lot of people use this technique. Yeah, like I was saying, it's very like kind of like standard. Like this is how you start when you're doing makeup, or when you start doing makeup on yourself. Because most of the time we want like our eyes to look longer and bigger on the outside than on the inside, because if you start on the inside, that just looks weird. So now when it comes to the shimmer shade, that's all I'm doing for like the matte shades. I normally try and match the shimmer shade with the transition shade that we used, but sometimes I kind of like to mix it up a little bit. I'm trying to remember what I did. I really like the ombre kind of thing. So I'm gonna go with the shade Double Life. Yeah, that one. And that is gonna go, I'm just taking my finger actually, because I just, with shimmer shades or pigments like this, I just like to have, do it with my finger. Much more intensity. So I'm just putting it on the middle of my eyelid. And then now I'm taking the shade Ignite, which is this one over here. More orange in the camera, but... And I'm taking my other finger, and I'm gonna put that in my inner corner. I think this is what I did. So now I'm gonna take the brush that we used for that brown shade, and I'm gonna blend the brown shade and the shimmer together, because we don't want any harsh lines. Alright, so moving on to the eyeliner. This is not a lot of people do this. I do this. This is the way that I like to put my eyeliner on. I'm using the Marc Jacobs Eyeliner Gel Liner, so I always use like a crayon eyeliner before I use my liquid eyeliner. And this is just so that when I put my liquid eyeliner, it doesn't look like, because sometimes you can see like your lash line still, and then you can still see that it's like it's your skin tone. Like, it just doesn't match. So like, we want to avoid that. Okay, so I always use a crayon before I put on my eyeliner. So what I do is I look to mirror. obviously. And then I pull the outside up, and I just, it's really hard to talk while I do that. And you just add the liner. Oh, my eyes are dry. To your, and you can already sort of see a difference. Like you can already tell that my eye just looks a little bit deeper. And now for the fun part. That's it. Like that's all you gotta do. You don't have to do this. You can totally skip this and just go right into your eyeliner. I'm using the Tattoo Liner by Kat Von D. Actually the only liquid eyeliner I have right now. And my favorite. So, you know, why not? Okay, like this part of my hair is just like... So I'm gonna take this one. And I always start in the middle of my eyelid. And I do a line towards the outside. And once I know that line, and once I know if I'm gonna do a wing or not, I'm gonna do a really small wing, but I'm not gonna teach you how to do a wing because wings are really hard. So I'm gonna do another video just for wings, okay? So like I was saying, I always start in the middle, and then I go out like this, and you wanna go like all the way. Sometimes depends on your eyes too. If you have really long eyes, I would try and go like just before your eye actually stops, because if you go all the way down and then you have like longer eyes, sometimes it makes your eyes look droopy, and we don't want that. And then I go from the inner corner and connect it to the middle, and that's it. And again, practice. It did not look this good when I first started doing makeup, so I want to do my wing now. Like that. And same idea on the other side. I start in the middle. I make my way out. Go do the rest of my face. I'm just gonna like speed through it, and then we'll go back to the lower lash line. Alright guys, so my face is done, and now we're gonna finish my eyes. Taking that shade, that palette again, and I'm gonna start with the shade Still Shot, which is the first shade that we used. I'm gonna take a flat brush like this, and I'm gonna put that all over my lower lash line. And literally just that, and then I'm gonna take the shade Punk with the same brush, and I'm just gonna focus that on my outer corner of my lower lash line. And where's my, there it is. With a brush like this, it's just like a small tiny brush, I'm gonna take the shade Blaze, which is this one over here. I'm gonna put that in my inner corner. And on my brow bone. So that's for the eyes. I'm gonna put the mascara on and my lipstick. Alright guys, so this is the final look right here. I still haven't decided what I'm gonna wear, so now I have to match my outfit to what I'm wearing right now. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and to give this video a big thumbs up. and share it out to the world. I'm gonna go make myself some coffee because I have not had coffee yet. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.